Hi, I'm Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies Incorporated, where we believe that your employees are the most important resource that you have. So our thing is, why not get them prepared each and every day to do the best that they can do every day while they're engaged with your customers? We're proud to announce that we've teamed up with Dealers Solutions, that great team out of New York City, and we'll be coming to your area in May. We're going to be talking about two things: an action plan to really get your people prepared to effectively deliver to your sales consultants a good training program. Currently, right now, you may be using an outside source, or you may be using a series of webinars, videos to help get your people up to speed. But to you, the general manager, to you, the dealer principal, how well are your managers at doing an effective training? In other words, do they understand the training process overall? If not, we're going to teach them that. Do they understand that they need to make training credible? You know as well as I do, when sales team members sit in a beat up session, and even though you say it's going to be a training meeting, it turns into something else. We have to make it more credible. And if we're going to do that, how do we plan to make the training effective? Just like in anything you do, we have to inspect before we expect. And even if you do that, what do you do when training isn't working with certain individuals or the team as a whole? We need to analyze what is our goal, and then each quarter, each each year, analyze effectively the individual group or the overall group. The other thing is accountability. We need to make sure that we're holding our people individually accountable for what you told them, what you showed them, and what you expect out of them. And overall, if you do not offer training at all in your dealership, how much is that costing you? Really, think about it. The old turn and burn, are we going through that process, or are we actually getting the best investment out of our resource, which is our employees? And the last thing, training. What is it costing? So we're going to go over and actually look, when you do not offer training, what is that costing? If you're offering training, how we can get the best bang for our buck and make sure that our people are doing exactly what they need. Another thing that we're going to be talking about to all of the people that will be attending the seminar is looking at your certified pre-owned. First of all, if your manufacturer offers certified pre-owned, how come you're not selling it? If you are selling it, what are we missing out on this third brand? In other words, there's some basic core processes that need to be done to drive more dollars to your certified pre-owned. First thing, we need to understand that it is a third brand. And if it's not presented and worked value selling that way, people are not going to understand it at your dealership. Whether they are in sales, whether they're on the back end in service, as far as the advisors, the technicians, or the service manager. So the very first thing, we need to look at developing a business plan for certified pre-owned. Just like you develop a business plan for your new and your used car, this third brand we need to make sure that we develop a plan for. Second thing, are the people who are going to be involved with the certified pre-owned program, are they certified? Now, you can do this in many ways, but wouldn't it be nice to let the guests know when you are looking at this third brand that the people that are involved with any aspect of the certified pre-owned had to take some additional testing and training to show you the vehicle, to recondition and make sure the vehicle's up to speed. The managers who look at their trade, who certified the vehicles, the service manager who starts off the process in the back, all of them, did they take some additional training? This way we can stand in front of each and every guest and say, yes, we were not just factory trained, but we were specifically trained to work this program. Another thing, there should be a mapping process. Your manufacturer may have a basic mapping process for the CPO program. If not, we'll talk about the key things that need to be looked at and done, and who should be overlooking that process. Another thing, your service department. If the service department and the sales department for a certified pre-owned are not working together, your reconditioning costs can be out the roof, and that defeats the process of the whole program. So we need to be working together, because if we take in the right unit, recondition price at the right price point, we both can benefit front end and back end on this thing we call a third brand. Once you do have them in stock, how do we maintain that level or even make it grow? Or if you're starting from scratch, what is the number of units in our market that we need to get to make sure that this is going to be a successful program? The other key thing that we're going to talk about is maximizing your online presence. That's right. You have a landing page on your website. Is certified pre-owned redundancy built in when each and every person who comes to that landing page will know that you're offering a third brand? Very important. When the CPO units are on their own page, how do they look? What information is on there? Basic staging of the vehicle. There's things that we can look and talk about to make sure your online presence is a lot stronger when it comes to this third brand. How about your social sites? The Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube? Here's my question. Do you have a social media champion? Someone who's monitoring your social sites to make sure that when people who go to your website look at those social sites, they see knowledge-based information. They see information about the employees themselves. They see information about your involvement in your own community. There's many ways that we can build up the social sites, but this is one of the things that people forget to look at. The other thing when it comes to online presence, if you're partnering with a third-party vendor, whether it's Auto Trader, whether it's Cars.com, or whatever source that is out there, how does it look? When was the last time you've inspected how the money that you're paying, Auto Trader or Cars or one of the sources, is actually looking to the guests when they go to see that? And then more importantly, if we look at this online presence concept, what is your SEO optimization looking like? Because in your community, in your market area, that's what we need to be doing. We need to find out how we can maximize this third brand to the best of its ability right there in your market. How are your people with providing the customers a great certified pre-owned experience while they're there? And if I were you, I would make sure that it would parallel, it would equal the new car vehicle sales process. By doing that, this way we can find out what our people are actually doing. And when you attend the seminar, I'll tell you why this is one of the most important things we want to look at when it comes to your sales professionals. And then also F&I. How are your business managers with this F&I when it comes to the certified pre-owned? Many times if we do this right, our menu selling can segue and we can sell a lot of products, especially to someone with some challenge credit. So how is your F&I members when it comes to embracing the CPO process? And then the last thing, we need to audit. internally look at the processes that we put together for the certified pre-owned, or maybe your manufacturer already has some type of in-house or third-party audit system that they're using for certified pre-owned. And either way, we don't want to be backdoored. We don't want to be caught off guard if they send an independent auditor out. And my thing is, let's find a way each month, each quarter, to do an internal audit. Let's inspect once again what we expect. Do you have an overall individual who's going to be or acting like your CPO champion, making sure that each one of the steps of your CPO process are maintained consistently? Many dealerships fail to look at that, and this is one of the most important things. We know that all of our management team are pretty much busy, but I guarantee you there's someone at your dealership that you can give that responsibility to. And by doing that, you will ensure that your third brand would be well valued when it comes to your dealership and the bottom line. So that's what we're going to be talking about in essence when I come to you in New York in May. But we're going to have fun, we're going to break it down, and we're going to also talk about some of the other great things that you get from Dealer Solution Team. We have team members that are experts in all of their fields. And this way, by taking advantage of what Dealer Solutions has put together, your dealership, your people will be the best that they can be, providing the greatest sales experience that any one of your guests will talk about. And you know as well as I do, when they enjoy the time with you, they will tell their friends, they will tell their coworkers, and this is how we manage and make sure we get good referral and repeat business. So once again, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, and glad that we've teamed up with the mighty Dealer Solution Group coming to your area next month. We will be there, and we're going to have fun looking at two things once again. We're going to be looking at how your managers can effectively do training. You don't need someone else if they are prepared and doing the sales training. And the second thing, since the selling season is well underway, let's take advantage of the Certified Pre-Owned program. Whether you're doing it, why not? Let's get on board. And if you are doing it, let's maximize the opportunity of getting more. So, and always in parting, I hope you got something out of this. Looking forward to seeing you up in New York. And as always, make it a champion day. Bye.